Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fctv, episode 6, series 1. I'm Steve Leather, FC chairman. In today's show, we're going to take a look at the first team games, the 3 games we've missed over the last couple of weeks since last time we've seen you. We're going to reflect on the women's performance and the 2 games there. And then this week, we've got no games to report to about the reserves. Weather's been biting them quite hard, so there's no games to reflect on there. So today, we've got the studio guest. We welcome back Rosie, first team ladies manager.
Thank you.
Welcome back. It's been a long time overdue. Episode 1, I think you were on last time?
Yeah, it was a while ago now.
Good. Okay. And the new guest in the studio today is Adam James. I always get that wrong because I always call you Adam James Adam, but it's Adam James, assistant manager of the men's first team. He steps in for Mike, who's off somewhere skiing in Lapland with his kids somewhere. So I hope he's enjoying himself there. We'll dock his wages for missing out. Okay, great. So let's get stuck in. Let's look at the first team games. So we started off with Litherland. It's kind of a game where it's kind of a bit of a slippery one there. With the rock bottom of the league with only 4 points at the time, those games always kind of scare me a little bit. And to be honest, it came through as like it was a bit of a nervous game in the end. It came out with a 1-0 victory. I know it was only 1-0, but 3 points is on the table. Were taken, and we kind of got away with a last minute ditch penalty claim from them as well. So we'll reflect on that with Adam a bit later on. Then we moved on to South Liverpool. Always a tough affair against South Liverpool, the kind of teams that can give us a really good game of physical battle. The lads performed top class that day against tough conditions and came out with a 3-1 victory. And again, we'll reflect on that with Adam. But we'll dip over to Mike and we'll get his instant post-match reflections about the 3-1 win against South Liverpool. Over to you, Mike.
Mike, congratulations. Big win at home today against South Liverpool. Puts us in 5th as well in the league. What are your thoughts on that?
Thought it was a very good performance. Every time you play South Liverpool, you're in a game. They're never out of it. It's always a very, very tough game against them. Apart from 10 minutes of the first half, I thought we were pretty dominant. I think we've got to probably score in the first 5 minutes or so. And then in the first 20 minutes, we've got to take advantage of where they weren't quite getting the balance right in the shape that they were in. They've changed shape. They've come back into the game for 10 minutes or so, and then there's been a bit of a heavy tackle, and that's took the sting out the game for them. I thought first half performance was good, and we were probably unlucky not to go in a goal ahead. We've come out second half. We've spoke about being positive and making sure we use the ball. We've come out second half, and I thought we've started really, really well. We've got the early goal. We've been in control of the game, and then I'm not quite sure what's happened for their goal, but I know we've been a little bit sloppy with the ball, and we've been caught across the pitch. They've then caught us out in a 2v1 and a good ball in the box and a good finish. And the reaction after we've conceded was superb. We've gone straight up the other end within a couple of minutes. We've scored, and then we've been in control of the game. We've kept on the ball. We've kept doing the right things. We've looked like the one to go and get the third, and right at the death we've got it to kill the game.
2 substitutions as well in Barker and Sino. Massive impact from them. How happy are you with the impact they did make?
Outstanding. Obviously, we keep saying to Ryan, obviously we can't forget the step up that he's made this season, and there's going to be times where he's going to be in and out, and he's not always going to be playing. But when he comes on, he's got to do the right things, and that's what he's starting to learn. He's starting to do more of it. But I thought he was very good. I thought Jen was superb again. I thought 𝐭𝐲 was superb. Dom, Harry at the back, superb. I think it was a good, solid all-round performance. So I'll let you pick. I'll sit in the fence.
Oh, thank you.
We need to keep this momentum. That's what 11 unbeaten now, and we've won our last 2, and we've drew one before that and won one before that, and we're gaining some momentum. And say that resilience is there. The lads are bouncing in there, so we need to make sure we train well Thursday and we prepare right for Saturday, because Stockport Town away is always a difficult game for us. But if we go and do what we do and know what we can do, we'll go and get 3 points.
Brilliant, well done. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, thanks for that, Mike. Okay, and then let's look at the most recent game, Stockport Town away, coming away with a fantastic 4-0 victory. Arguably one of the best performances of this season. So we'll start off there, Adam. You were in charge for that day. Welcome, by the way. You were in charge of that game. Again, Mike was away. So gives you views on how they think the game went. And
yeah, I mean, it could have started off really bad, to be honest, even before kickoff, because as we were warming up and it was lashing down, the goal on at the end we were warming up was up on one side.
That's
And
right,
they
yeah.
couldn't get it down. So about 25 minutes maybe before kick-off, referees pulled us to say it could be abandoned, health and safety type thing. But
Absolute
Phil,
job's worth.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Phil, goalkeeping coach, for us to be fair, fixed it in the end. So I was happy with that. The ref did say, if it can't go down, do you want it to still go on? I was like, absolutely, kind of thing. We're here, so let's do it. Yeah. So yeah, kind of thinking of that as a bit of a bad omen, but no, it was great to be fair. I think we weathered the storm in both ways.
Yeah.
Literally, and then on the pitch for the first 10 minutes. And then after that, we just I think we controlled it really.
I think the first goal was pivotal in that game, wasn't it? Because like I said, first 10, 15 minutes particularly.
Yeah, Jones pulled off a really good save.
He did, yeah. And I remember at a point during the game where I was keeping Mike up to date with things, and he was asking how it was going. It was almost like, they seem to have a bit of a grip of the game first 15, 20 minutes. But you're right, that save, and then not long after the goal, which was a very well worked goal as well. Yeah, kind of put the _𝐸 out of him really a little bit, and it was only one way traffic from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think I think that's where we've really grown as a group, because games gone by, we'd conceded one, maybe even two in that little 10, 15 minute spell where we were struggling. So we've really grown as a group there to kind of see things out, make the right decisions, and then when we're ready and settled into the game, we can then grow into it. So yeah, it's shown how well we're doing as a group in a minute.
And it's a fantastic work, because Stockport Town can be one of those the teams where we have slipped up in the past before there.
Yeah. I remember last season going there, and I can't remember the score, maybe 2-0, but it was similar conditions. Winter, quite dull, dark, and we went at it.
It's funny you say about the dark, because one thing I commented on, I just even though the floodlights were on, it just seemed
it seemed dark. Yeah,
it seemed dark. And I don't know whether it's because that was sat in the corporate box or not. I don't know, but when they got out there, it was more like, it doesn't seem. I don't know whether it's because there's too much rubber on there or not, but it just dampened the light down a little bit. It was difficult conditions for sure. Was there any standout performances from the lads there, do you think?
Well, as I say, Joe's made a really good save. First 10 minutes in. I don't know if he's had much to do after that. Really,
was that the one where there was a slight mistake at the back from Mike?
Yes, the balls.
It was an underhit, and there was an underhit pass at one point in the first minute or two, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was that. Yeah, this one, balls come in from their left hand side, our right hand side, and Harry's just got a nick on it, which has taken it away from Mike, I think, and it's ran to their lad back post. That's right. Yes, he's had a touch. I do remember now. Yeah, probably giving Joe time to kind of set himself. Yeah, and he's made a really good save with his legs. I think it was. Yeah. So after that, can't say he's had much to do, to be fair.
I think Joe. I think,
but that started us off really well.
Yeah, I think there's but before that, the incident I was talking about was in the first couple of minutes. There was an underhit back pass from Mike.
Yeah, from Mike. Yeah,
and it could have gone very wrong that one. Joe did exceptionally well. He could have clattered into him, and then there would have been red card and penalties in the first minute, and then we were on an ident to nothing, wasn't we? But fair play to Joe on that one. I think he kind of stood up well, didn't he, and allowed the defender to make the centre forward to make the mistake himself. Yeah. So, it was a good result, and a result that's put us into the playoff positions now. Yeah. With about 3 or 4 games in hand over Earl, and we again dropped points later that evening as well. Yeah. So, I think it was an excellent result. That, to be fair, one of the most impressive performances of the season.
I think I highlighted that after the game as well, kind of in the interview, that I do think. Not a dig at Will or Mike, who obviously weren't there, but I do think it was our best performance of the season, to be honest. Yeah.
I mean,
from start to finish.
Will's never there anyway, is
exactly,
he? Exactly. More holidays than Judith Chalmers, that one. And if you don't know who Judith Chalmers is, Google it. So, but great performance. So well done on that one for stepping in there. Yeah. So it was a fantastic performance. So well done on that.
Thank you,
Rosie. Let's move on to the women. Yeah. You had a hard, tough game yesterday. Just a margin of 10-1.
Yeah.
Can you enlighten us on what that was and where that score came from?
To be honest, the result, obviously looking at it 10-1, but I wasn't happy at half time, and the girls will tell you that. We went into the changing rooms 3-0 up at this stage, and it was just flat. Right. What we asked from them before the game is what we worked on the Wednesday night at training, and that was off the ball movement. Yeah. And that was happening, but then we forgot about how to use the ball when we did have it. Yeah. But I think that was no disrespect to Radcliffe. They haven't picked up any points this season. No. So we had a lot of the ball, but we had too much time on the ball, and which made us delay or pass.
Is it fair to say that a lot of it was in the minds anyway, because of the position where Radcliffe were in? Are they going in it half-hearted a little bit, and that's why you had to give them a bit of a warning at half-time?
Potentially, but that's what my message was before the game. Don't underestimate these. We give them the respect as if we would if they were at the top of the table. So, but the warm-up, everyone looked fresh and sharp from that, but then as soon as it started, we just took too long on the ball, gave sloppy passes away. So that was the main message at half-time, but then they turned it around in the second half.
No, absolutely.
Scoring 7. Obviously disappointed with conceding, but it was one of those games where the weather was bad. It was slippy and stuff as well. But yeah, I think shout out yesterday to Tess, to be honest. She's a holding midfielder, and for her to get a hat-trick in the game was really good for her, scoring from 2 corners. And then she created her own goal with the third one with a shot from outside the box.
Right.
But another mention to Ash as well. We've had Ash back the past couple of weeks, and she's picked up 6 goals in 2 games. So she's just flying when she's available. Yeah,
good. I mean, because the week before, correct me if I'm wrong here, Ashton dropped points as well, didn't they, the week before?
Yeah.
So that kind of levelled out from the defeat we had a few weeks earlier.
Yeah. We obviously went to Ashton, and they beat us 2-0 on the day. Yeah. So the following week when we had MSB Bolton, we needed a reaction. Yeah. And when we reacted last Sunday against them, Ashton dropped points, so it all went for us.
Well, let's hold it there, because we've got your reaction straight after the game against Bolton. So we'll go to the pitch side and get Rose's initial reaction to the game.
How was that for you? What are your thoughts?
I've got a smile on my face today, so really happy with the performance overall. First 45 minutes, we dictated the play. I think Becky Barker slotting into the deeper role in midfield today, done a really, really good job. Got on the ball and always looked for that forward pass, which was pleasing. But overall, our captain, Jess Muirhead, just stepped up, took ownership, leadership, led everyone on the pitch, and played really, really, really good on a personal level for her as well. But team performance, I couldn't fault them. I said that at half-time to them when we went in. Don't change anything that we're doing. Just don't take your foot off the gas in the second half. Keep the tempo, keep the intensity there. Although Morecambe came out in the second half, totally different team. They put on a little bit more pressure on us in terms of their pressing. But we held out. We just kept as a unit, defended really well, and brought Keris on, who's not had much game time this season, but she came on, scored a goal, which was really nice for her. But overall, really pleasing into the next round, quarter-final. So it'll be interesting to see who we get in the next round.
Thanks, Rosie. Both of you there. So, So listen, we've had reflection on the games gone. Let's have a quick look at the games coming up. This is the last episode we've got coming out now before the end of 2026. So let's look at the games we've got. So we'll stick with you, Rosie. So you've got just one game left, haven't you, between now and the New Year? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. One final game remaining, which is this coming Sunday against Mossley Hill at home. So looking to finish strong, get those 3 points, because Mossley's a bogey team. We've never picked up any points. The girls know what it means to me, because when I played, they were my rival when back in the day. Right. So to come up against them, I think we've played them 4 times since I've managed the team, and we've never got the win. So
they've won all 4?
1-2, drawn 2.
Right,
so
okay.
Need to get over the line, and we're going to get over the line on Sunday.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll get the reaction one way or the other on that on Sunday. So, and then going into, you got any plans for Christmas? Are you going out with the girls, aren't you? Is that on the 4th?
Yeah, after the Mossley game, we're going to the Indian. You're paying, so. Am
I? Okay, right.
Yeah, we're going out. We were supposed to go out on the Saturday night, but the league threw in a fixture, so we changed it to the Sunday. But the girls go out over Christmas anyway, so they can do their drinking then when we don't have a game. Yeah.
I have to say something, though. I've been looking on Facebook and these advent calendar things you're doing. There's some strange ones. Have you seen them, Adam?
No, not,
I can't honestly see the lads doing things like that. But fair play. I mean, some of them. I did quite catch one. What's the American girl's name? Sorry,
Sarah.
She had a laptop in the oven. What's that about? Where did that one come from?
What's up, MTV? My name's Sarah, and welcome to my crib. Come on in. On here, you'll find my favorite Christmas movie playing, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Not only is it a classic, but it's where I get all my best moves. Like that guy. Or him. Alright. And in here, you'll find my favorite Christmas drink, eggnog. I know y'all don't really drink eggnog out here, but y'all gotta try this stuff out. It's where it's at for Christmas, I'm telling you. And I don't really like Christmas music, but if I do play Christmas music, it's gonna be a reggae Christmas. I saw my mama kiss the dreadlocks. Alright, and then for dessert, my favorite dessert is whatever my special guest, Emma, decides to bake me. Because my girl can bake. Production, close up on Emma. Thank you, Emma. We're eating good this year. And then over here, my favorite Christmas dish is green beans and bacon. I decided to grow my own green beans this year. Production, close up. Looks like we're gonna be rationing this year. Sorry, Nathan. And after we eat our dinner and dessert, we're gonna be sitting inside playing some board games because it's too cold to be going outside and playing in the snow and all of that. So yeah, that's my Christmas.
They've been funny, you know. The girls have put a bit of effort into it, but I just thought, let's open up a door, let our followers and people see a girl every single day, know what they're all about on Christmas Day. So I think Nick and Jess, they're partners, so they're doing one together. So they were putting a whole production together about them arguing and stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one. But it's getting the likes, it's getting more followers on social media, and that's what it's all about.
More likes than the actual games?
Not after yesterday's 10-1 result, no.
For it is. No, listen, I'm going to try and get along on Sunday as well and show my face and obviously pay the bill.
That'll be a first.
So, harsh, very harsh. Right, Adam, okay, so how many games have we got left? We've got two games, haven't we?
Yeah.
So remind me, the viewers, who they are and when they are.
𝐅𝐿 away this Saturday. Is that the 13th? No, 13th.
Huge game, that one now.
Yeah. It's
Huge.
turned out to be a big one the last few weeks now. Yeah, absolutely. And especially with us kind of winning on Saturday and then dropping points. Albeit for them, they'll be on a bit of a high because they've snatched the elite equaliser on the away in the Isle of Man. So, you know, they've gone from nothing to 1 point at least, so they'll be happy with that. So, yeah, that's turned into a big one. And then 𝐉𝐨 at home on the 20th.
20th,
And then we're out for our Christmas thing after that.
That's potentially a big game. So for people who don't know about the 20th, is also there's a Christmas fair going on and things like that. So we're really trying to ramp up the activity on that game. So if you try and get along on the 20th, not just about the football games, about the Christmas fair as well and stuff. So we're all looking forward to Christmas, aren't we? Of course we are. Okay, and one more game then. There's actually 3 games before the end of the year, and it's Boxing Day.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, before the end of the year,
against our friends over the road at Pilkington's. So that's at Ruskin Drive this year, isn't it?
Yes.
So kind of always a bit of a big game for us locally. So,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Have you were here last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I joined after the New Year period.
Just after the New Year.
Yeah, so I missed one of the Pilks games at home. Yeah. And I was
that was
there
that.
for
Yeah,
the
that was
away
the
game.
box. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, always a tough game, that one, and it's one of those where I do get quite nervous about it, to be honest. But I'm kind of glad it's away this year, to be honest. I can relax a little bit, just less bit fanatic about it. Yeah. But yeah, listen, some big games coming up. Again, we could encourage everyone to get around to the game. So just before we start to wrap up, I just want to take this opportunity to reflect on 2026. And I know some of it is part of last season as well. So, Rosie, is there something you want to discuss about or highlights of 2026 and
2025?
2025, correct? Yeah, 2025. Yeah.
I think, you know what, I think I have to go with the away trip to Thornaby in the FA Cup.
Yes.
Just the whole experience, travelling up with the squad the night before, just the whole professionalism about it. And they're obviously a league above and coming away with the win to get us to then go and face Leeds in the next round. That's been the highlight of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. No, fantastic result that, yeah. And Adam, you've been with us for almost a year now then?
More or less, yeah. More or less full calendar year. Yeah.
Is there any games stood out for you personally?
Do you know what? I think the game a few weeks ago, Glossop away, it was a nightmare getting there. Traffic midweek on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Again, the weather was horrendous. We were getting a lot of stick around the sides from fans. Not just us as a club, but I suppose the whole area were getting stick as well with what was said. But you know, for us to, and again, I go back to when I said we would normally concede a couple of goals when we were under pressure. We were under pressure massively for about 20, 25 minutes and conceded one. We then got one before half time, which was massive, and we ended up winning the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that lives long in the memory, because in the changing rooms after it, that was a really good, you know, celebration, especially with that, you know, everything that went on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that I'd say that for me.
I think those celebrations, every week, I fear God when I hear those relationships, because all I can hear is bang, bang, bang. And I swear to God, one day I'm going to get a bill for someone's changing rooms, because it is unbelievably loud. But yeah, I mean, listen, 2026 has been a fantastic year for us. It's, you know, from a club's perspective. I can't see
25.
Yeah, sorry. Why did I say keep saying 2020?
So you're looking ahead, aren't you? To next
I
year?
am. I'm that kind of positive person. You're absolutely right. Yes. So 2025 has been a great year for FC. We consolidated ourselves in the Premier Division for the men's. The women's did an exceptional FA Cup run early in the last season. But for club's perspective as well, you know, we really nailed some stuff around the expansion of the Bishop Road. There's some, you know, the educational facilities. We'll now be in a position where we can provide college students from 16 to 18 years from September. So it's been a big success off the field, just as it's been on the field as well. So it's been a huge year for us at FC St Helens, and along that continue. And this time next year we'll be talking about some huge things that are happening. So that's where we'll start to wrap up. I just want to thank you both for attending. Hope you have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. I know I'll see you before that, but yeah, have a great Christmas, and hope your 2026 aspirations come true. So if I don't see you beforehand, have a fantastic Christmas. All the very best for 2026. And we'll look forward to seeing you for Series 2.
2014, Steve had a dream. We lit the fuse and we were flying. We are thunder, we are hope, we are fire.
All right, Steve again. I just want to have a personal thank you to everyone that's watched Series 1. It means a lot to the club, and all I want you to do is a nice early Christmas present is join us for Season 2, but more importantly, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It'll mean a lot to us if you do that. So thanks very much, and all the very best.
Merry Christmas!